Hi guys, this is Malinchip and welcome back to Dauntless. A news bulletin on a Sunday. That's kind of strange, isn't it? Well, it is not for me. I basically came home yesterday from my snowboard holiday that I go on with a couple friends of mine every year. And, well, basically I didn't have a computer for a week. I have my cell phone, but I really didn't use a lot of internet. It's like my addiction-free week, you could call it. No computer. So yeah, basically I came home last night, was really tired, did the laundry and crawled into bed. And woke up this morning and was like, okay, let's check out everything that is new, everything that is, that I missed during the last week. And yeah, Dauntless has something new on his patch notes list, has something new in his news bulletins. So as every week, I cannot miss this one. It is a couple days late, but yeah, I'm gonna go over it anyway. Because there is some information in there that kind of got me really excited. And the main information as well. So yeah, without further ado, let's go over it. And this is what I woke up to. Featuring a new Behemoth, Boreus. I think it's Boreus? Yeah, so let's learn more. March 7th, 2019. As you can see, it's March the 10th already, Sunday. So yeah, I did miss a couple days. Usually there's only patch notes every 2 weeks, but that doesn't mean that they cannot implement new behemoths, of course. So, new behemoth Boreus. We were hunting a particularly clever scruff on the outer arm of the Maelstrom when we saw the flying things. You could see right away they weren't ordinary beasts, but some more akin to the behemoths. Now you know me, I'm not the type to attack wildlife without reason. Yet as soon as I saw those strange flyers, I knew there were going to be trouble. While Jer, Grundy and Zivun went ahead to catch up with the scruff, I peeled off to deal with these little monsters. They looked lost. I almost felt sorry for them. Truth be told, that lasted until one of them hit me with a frozen spitball that almost knocked me off the island. Good thing I bounced back quick, or the beasts might have ended me. As it was, I managed to drive them off without too many more nicks and bruises. After we deal with this scruff, I think the team should track these flying critters back to their source, see where they came from, and see if they have bigger friends. From the field journal of Slayer, Brenton Kupork recovered from his frozen remains, so he actually did die. The Orrery has records of the Boreus that date from a century ago. I've seen those records, and I disbelieving the notes my predecessors scribbled all over them. Impossible, they called it. A hoax. Clearly the delusion of a slayer who spent too much time in the sky. As if Aether cannot make anything possible, even a giant horned beast that can control flying minions with only its mind. One thing is indisputable. The Orrery believed this behemoth to be long extinct. Clearly, they were mistaken. From the personal journal of Dr. Shade Priani, Z brought you a few gifts, 3 each one different. A spitter, a talker, a bomber. Haven't seen anything this strange before, and I know you like strange things. At least I think so. Look, maybe you can do something with them, maybe not, whatever. Right back or not, Hammer Boy, you're not so cool. Maybe. X. Handwritten note discovered on the floor of Borman Smith. Okay, so the Maestro of Mayhem? The Maestro of Mayhem. It really is early in the morning. From the heart of the Maelstrom comes the mighty Boreus, a frost behemoth, a frost-powered behemoth with the ability to control flying minions. These smaller flying beasts both protect Boreus from harm and do its psychonic bidding. The sudden emergency of Boreus, once thought only a legend, is widely seen as another sign that the behemoth threat has grown more ominous than ever. So here we can have a picture, one flying, two flying, all 3 are flying, but it does look kind of cool. It really does look kind of like a wolf, lion, something. Yeah, this picture tells us something, but not everything. We're gonna be able to see them to actually see what they made them of. The Boreus is best thought of as not a single behemoth, but as a whole host of creatures. As such, slayers who hunt this behemoth will need to employ new tactics and strategies to secure a kill. Each of the Boreus minions can fly. In fact, Dr. Briani believes this is why they were first encountered scattered across the Shattered Isles, long before the Boreus itself was spotted. And each one specializes in a different form of aggression. These minions are psychically connected to their master, which means Slayers cannot simply ignore them. Command performance. Slayers has given the minions of the Boreans description nicknames to easily tell them apart. Stalkers. Stalkers are both lean, toothy creatures that prefer to surround Slayers and jab at them with razor-sharp legs. They can be easily distinguished by their long blade-like limbs and are slightly smaller than the other minions. And here we have. Okay, so what they're gonna attack with is their legs, I presume, because yeah, those are some sharp-ass pincers. The Spitters. Aptly nicknamed Spitters prefer to strike from a range, lobbing cold, frost-charged projectiles from their mouth. These ice spitballs can inflict a surprising amount of harm on unexpected Slayers. You can see his mouth opening, but he's not. See, there's this like an eating animation in there. There we go. But yeah, he's not spitting, so we cannot see him spit yet. Bombers, perhaps the most dramatic of the Boreus' minions, are the bombers. Self-destructive creatures that can prime their bodies with an explosive aether charge. Bombers sacrifice themselves to blast the Boreus foes, sometimes even taking other minions with them. Okay, so when you're dealing with another minion, I can see it possible that this one is gonna fly to you and just destroy you and the minions as well. Shields up! Slayers have learned the hard way that the Boreus is full of surprises. While it deals minor threats as any behemoth would, with hoof, horn and tooth. It reacts to lethal attacks with innate defenses as necessary. If the Borean takes too much harm, it can encase itself in an impenetrable layer of etheric ice. While Slayers can batter at this bizarre phenomenon, it is only by tackling the minions themselves that they can charge their weapons with enough power to bring Boreus' cold protection crashing down. So yeah, at a certain point he will put up a giant shield. Killing the minions will give you a weapon charge. Not sure what they mean with that. Is it only possible to hurt the behemoth when you unload your weapons when it's fully charged? That might be something. Or it's possible that you need to kill every minion before actually the shield comes off Boreus. That's kind of the two ways I see that happening. But yeah, this is all just my thinking, of course. Boreus gear. The Smith of Ramsgate had taken the rediscovery of this frost-feeding behemoth as an opportunity to further explore their talents crafting frost gear. Armor Smith Moria Highscatter has discovered Boreus' schematic first conceived by her great-grandfather and can't wait to put them to use. Weaponsmith Wills Bornham, on the other hand, is creating all new designs made with the Ostian strength and the Ramsgate style. So yeah, double horns on it. And of course, it is a frost behemoth, so a lot of it does remind me a little bit of yeah, it does remind me, especially like the cloth and the brown leather. Okay, so on the horizon, as Boreus descends upon the islands of the Ram Formation. So we are gonna get him in the Islands of the Ram Formation, so the islands we have now. Other mysteries abound in the streets of Ramsgate. Lush foliage is creeping into the city, along with strange Farslayers visiting from distant islands, known as the Wildlands. So yeah, Maelstrom might not be the end zone anymore, as they are talking about Wildlands. Now, the first time I read about that is there was always something in Dauntless where, there was video of it, and I think there were like screenshots of it as well. like the possibility that there was a plane where multiple behemoths lived at the same time. Like there are pictures and videos where they talk about that you need to kill 2 or 3 behemoths before the hunt actually ends. Are the Wildlands actually kind of like an open plain? They do talk about the distant islands. So if we see it in that context, it's basically gonna be, again, multiple islands in a series like the Maelstrom is, like multiple islands. But yeah, I saw Wildlands and I was thinking, oh, huge. Like it is only one open plain. It's one open plain, and there, like every behemoth that is in the Wildlands you can find in there. And once you actually kill the behemoth, you can go on and kill another behemoth, and kill another behemoth, and kill another behemoth as long as you have time. Or you can kill the behemoth and go back to a point where you can take your plane back to the, like an open plain where you can farm, not having to go back into the back into Ramsgate, back into the Maelstrom, back into Ramsgate, back into the Maelstrom. No. An open plain where every behemoth that spawns there is there, and if you're unlucky enough, you're gonna pull 2 at the same time. Like something like that was always in the back of my mind. They are, like I said, they are talking about the distant islands, so multiple islands known as the Wildlands. So I think it's gonna be more something like the Maelstrom with different islands again, where different behemoths can spawn. But it is good. Boreus, I think, well, I kind of hope that Boreus is actually on descends on the islands of the Ram Formation. The islands of the Ram Formation can also mean that the Wildlands, so we can get a new, well, we can get new islands, or actually a new zone above above the Maelstrom. I'm not really sure, like my mind is going all over the place, but this has got me really excited. Why are they here and what do they want? Perhaps Xelia, the Ramsgate resident Farslayer, could say if she wanted, and she usually doesn't. I kind of hope she does. There's gonna be a whole bunch of new stuff implemented, like new islands, new behemoths. It is fun that I am able to read through this news here. But this is basically how a quest would work, right? You go in and they explain a little, like this could be the quest in the game. I kind of hope it is as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Boreus and his three minions, the Spitter, the Stalker, and the Bomber. Especially the Bomber. I kind of want to see how he blows up. Like, is it gonna be an airbag that just like pops in your face or something like that? So yeah, I'm really excited. I don't know what you guys are thinking, but yeah, I'm really excited about this one. So yeah, I'm not sure what you guys are thinking. I love to speculate a lot. When I see something, my mind goes all over the place. But yeah, new Behemoth and new islands. Are the new islands gonna be behind the Maelstrom? Are we gonna get a new? Is it gonna be in the Maelstrom? Well, I can't see it be in the Maelstrom. I just think it's gonna be a new zone. It kind of has to be, right? It kind of has to be a new zone. And well, they talked about different islands. So I'm not really sure if maybe it's one big plane. That's kind of what I'm thinking about. I really love it. I still, like I said, there has been pictures and video of people running into multiple behemoths in one zone. So maybe this is a prelude to that, or maybe this new behemoth will just get his entire new zone. I do hope. Well, it's good news for me. Like I talked about this a little bit. I was kind of getting tired of the behemoths that we already know all getting an upgrade to the Maelstrom. The Maelstrom didn't look like an endpoint in this game anymore. Like where you basically a place you would go, like if I go there I'm gonna get wrecked. This is gonna be almost impossible to beat him. Like something really tough in there. I do believe that a lot of players find that this game is too easy. Because you can interrupt most behemoths if you're well stagger, and then if you charge at you can well basically completely stop his rush and knock him out, and that made a lot of people quit early on. A lot of people joined, of course, later on. as well as it's still a good game. It's still it's a free game, and I still enjoy it. So yeah, a new Behemoth, kind of getting excited. Probably Wednesday, we're gonna get the patch notes. I think that was, yeah, well, it was 2 weeks ago, because there weren't any. Well, yeah, these were the patch notes for this Thursday. So yeah, I do believe they're gonna implement him on Wednesday, and we're gonna see him on Thursday. So really looking forward to that. Hope you enjoyed this news bulletin, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.